So guys, what's going on? Instant match reaction. It finishes Manchester United 0, Watford 0 as Manchester United dropped 2 crucial points in the race for top 4. And in the game today against Watford, we had 20 plus attempts. Manchester United had 20 plus attempts at our Watford goal and couldn't get the job done. We even brought on Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford off the bench alongside Elanga, alongside Pogba and Bruno Fernandes, alongside Ronaldo, who were all on the pitch at the same time. You had all his attacking abilities on that field and not one of them could find the goal and give Manchester United the 3 points. We needed one of those people to turn up today and find that goal in a game which we really needed to win. It was a must-win for Manchester United, in my opinion, considering how other results went around us, with Arsenal digging deep and finding the winner the other day in a game they needed to win, and they have games in hand. Spurs earlier picked up more points as well, defeating Leeds, so they're very well still in the top 4 battle this season. And today, dropping points against Watford or teams around us like this is not going to help our case in getting top 4 of the season. It really isn't. That just means the games coming up against Man City in the Manchester derby, the Arsenal game, the Spurs game when we have to play them again. We're going to have to win these games now because we're dropping points against the teams like Watford. And I'll tell you what, Manchester United going forward into next season are in massive trouble if we don't get top 4, in my opinion. Because by the end of the season, Ronaldo's going to leave. We all know that's probably going to be the outcome come the end of the season, because if we get Europa League football, I tell you what, Ronaldo is not going to play Europa League football in his lifetime. He wants to go on and win trophies now because he's in the last couple of years of his career, so he's not going to be or want to stay around Manchester United where we're going to be suffering to get top 4, not winning any trophies. So he's going to go at the end of the season. We all know Paul Pogba is going to end up leaving, maybe to Juventus or somewhere like that. He's going to be leaving come the end of the season. So Manchester United are in massive trouble, in my opinion, going forward. We could potentially be playing Europa League football next season, which if we continue the way we are, is probably going to be the outcome, and we're going to lose 2 of our biggest players in the squad. And are we going to replace them? No, Manchester United, I don't think we will at the moment. We'll be like, well, we'll just bring in the youth and hope they do well. Maybe call back Garner from Nottingham Forest to play in that Pogba role. So I tell you what, these type of results just infuriate me so much because they're games we should be winning. With the amount of chances we created, the amount of possession we had, the amount of quality we had in that pitch as well, and couldn't get the job done. It just really infuriates me, and it really isn't a good result today. But let's get into the team. So David De Gea was in net. Left-hand side, it was Alex Telles. Varane alongside Lindelof. And Maguire was dropped, to be fair. I'm so used to him being in the squad. I was like, Maguire's in the squad, but he wasn't today. It was, of course, Lindelof alongside Rafael Varane, which shocked me a bit. I don't know why he was out of the squad. I'm not too sure about that because he is our captain, and maybe he had an injury, maybe he's just been rested. I'm not too sure on that, but it was them 2, and then right-hand side Wan-Bissaka. Then it was Matic and Fred in that 2 role. To be fair, really happy with Matic today. I'll go on to him in a bit. I thought he was really good, probably one of our better players on that pitch today. And I tell you what, with Matic, if he was 30 years younger, I would adore Matic so much because he would be the perfect player to fit in our CDM role. He really would, because he just showed today how crucial he is in that midfield. The amount of times he wins back the ball, his passing range is brilliant, but he just doesn't have the legs anymore to get back and get forward, or at least do the defensive duties that a normal type of CDM like Declan Rice, players like that would do. So it just really infuriates me that he's not 30 years younger. It really is that frustrating. So it was them 2 in the midfield, Bruno ahead of him, left-hand side Pogba, right-hand side Elanga, and up front it was Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm not too sure why Sancho was dropped. I'm not too sure on that, being one of our better players recently. Definitely could have done with his energy and his enthusiasm going forward today, especially in that first half when we needed someone to run up players, which they weren't doing today, really weren't. And Jadon Sancho recently has been doing that a lot, so I'm not too sure why he was dropped, probably because he's been playing a lot of games recently, and Elanga was right-hand side, and I'm very happy with that because I wanted Elanga to play. So that was the team going into the game, and I'll tell you what, in the first couple of minutes or so, say the first 10 to 15, we should have been 2 or 3-0 up. We were creating that many chances in the first 20 minutes. I thought it was going to be a walkthrough. I thought we were going to win this game 3 or 4-0 come the end of the 90 minutes, and we see it being 0-0. You're looking like, how did that go wrong? And I don't know why it went wrong. We just wasted so many opportunities, and we didn't really have any clear-cut opportunities throughout the whole game. I can't remember Foster making any crucial saves. I remember him making one from Ronaldo when it was just going to cross the line and he just went over to catch the ball. But other than that, we wasted so many opportunities. I thought Bruno had a few which he just put wide. Ronaldo put a few over. Jadon Sancho put one over. Elanga didn't really get any opportunities today, really. And it's so infuriating when you see that. You see 22 attempts at goal with the quality we have in the field, and you're thinking, how are these players not getting a goal here? it's just really infuriating. And Watford, fair play to them, I thought they defended really well at times. There was this one guy called Samir, who I thought was a man of the match by far, really good. But other than that, Watford, we knew what they were going to do. They were going to sit back, and that's what they did the whole game. It was defence versus attack. They had 1 or 2 off chances the whole game, but that was their plan, and fair play to them. They got to do what they got to do at the moment. They're in the relegation zone, and it's our job to break them down and find that goal. And when you bring on the players we did in Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford, alongside the players we already had on the pitch, and you're not scoring, it is a massive concern, because there's about 7 attacking players on there, not creating any chances for each other. So it was really, really frustrating. But let's get on to the player ratings, guys. So David De Gea in there, I'm going to give him a 5. Didn't have anything to do today, so it's not his fault he's getting a 5, but he wasn't really tested at all, was he? Didn't make any crucial saves, so for me, going to give him a 5, average, but not his fault. Left-hand side, Alex Telles. I thought he was good today. I do prefer Telles at the moment to Luke Shaw, in my opinion. I think it adds more going forward. I think he's better on set pieces. He has a better cross on him. So I would stick playing with Alex Telles at the moment. Defensively, maybe, train him up a bit, because I don't think he's that good defensively, but going forward I think he's much better than Luke Shaw. So if we can just tighten him up defensively, I think he'd be a really solid left back. Right hand side, Wan-Bissaka, going to give a 5. I thought his crossing let him down a lot today. Again, Wan-Bissaka defensively no problems at all. He did what he needed to do, but when you want that cross forward and it's not getting over the first man, not passing the first man, then you're going to have problems, aren't you? So I'm just going to give Wan-Bissaka a 5. Varane, I'm going to give a 5. I thought average today. Not really his fault, guys, that he's getting a 5, but other than that, he wasn't really tested today. Lindelof, I'm going to give a 6. I thought Lindelof was a bit better than Varane today, made a few crucial tackles, some long balls going forward, but other than that, as I said, the defence, they were just really not tested enough today for me to really analyse them and give them an actual rating. So I'm just going to give him a 5 and a 6. I thought Lindelof just edged it over Varane. Matic, I'm going to give a 7 though. Man of the match for me, Matic, really good today. As I just mentioned, I wish he was 30 years younger, because his passing range is insane. Some of the passes he was just floating about today to the likes of Telles, to the likes of Wan-Bissaka, and his recoveries were really good today as well. So for me, Matic was my man in the match. I'm going to give him a 7. Fred today, I'm going to give a 5. Really poor from Fred today. The amount of times he lost the ball, it was countless times that he lost the ball going forward. Defensively, again, really poor. And again, I don't know what it is with Fred. He's just not good enough, is he? So I'm just going to give him a 5 today. Left-hand side, Pogba. I'm going to give Pogba a 5 as well. I was going to give him a 6, but it just wasn't one of his better games today. I thought towards the end, I think he was, puffing and blowing all over the place. I think he needed to be taken off. We saw that because he wasn't going to the balls. He wasn't sprinting towards balls. He wasn't eager to win the ball back in the last couple of minutes. So for me, Pogba gets a 5. I thought he was playing some decent balls forward. I think he had one chance where he should have scored, to be fair. That was one opportunity I remember. But other than that, it wasn't one of his best games. Right-hand side of Langa, I'm going to give a 6. I thought didn't really get any clear-cut opportunities today. But again, he was very energetic, always taking on the defender, always looking for a cross or a pass. And again, I thought he was really good too. And that's, we can't put too much pressure on Langa, because he, we have to treat him as any other youngster would get treated. He's in his he's in his prime. He's in his youth years at the moment, and he's only going to get better and better going forward. So we need to just treat him as anyone else, give him some game time, and he's obviously going to progress on his own, isn't he? So for me, Langa, I'm going to give a 6. Thought he was all right. Bruno Fernandes, I'm going to give a 5 as well. I thought, again, really poor from Bruno Fernandes. He had a few opportunities where you were expecting him to score the ones he had today. I think there was one header, there was one shot which he should have scored, and I thought he created a few chances for the likes of Ronaldo. No, that'd be harsh to give him a 5. I'm going to give him a 6, because I thought his creation was really good today. But other than that, he should have scored his goal, but not one of his better games. And then Cristiano Ronaldo, I'm going to give a 4. Really, really poor today. Every touch Ronaldo took, it was just getting away from him. Couldn't control the ball, couldn't create any opportunities. And I think that's 2 games in a row now where he's failed to register a single. No, he had a shot in the first half, but he wasn't creating any. I mean, he can't really find the net at the moment. That's a massive concern, because the way he's playing, it looks like he wants to leave at the moment, doesn't he? So I'm just going to give him a 5. And the subs when he came on, Jadon Sancho, I'm going to give a 6. Thought he was alright. For when he came on, he looked eager. It looked like he wanted to take on his man, create chances. So I'm going to give him a 6. Rashford, I'm going to give him a 4. Thought he was really poor when he came on as well. Lost the ball too many times for my liking. And Luke Shaw, I'm going to give an average 5 as well, because he wasn't too bad, but he didn't have long on the pitch. So, and Ralph Rangnick today, I'm going to give Ralph Rangnick a 5. I mean, it's not his fault today. We created, the players on the pitch created 20 plus chances and couldn't get the job done. And what can Rangnick do about that? Other than do some shooting drills in the next training session, because We clearly need that. But again, guys, let me know what you guys think down below. Top 4 gone, top 4 not gone, because game by game now it's looking less and less likely that Manchester United will edge that top 4 spot with teams around us, picking up some momentum and with games in hand as well. So massive trouble for Manchester United. I don't see us going forward in the right way that we should do at the moment. And again, where do we go from here, guys? With the next couple of games coming up, these are going to be the ones that test Manchester United. We have a Manchester derby coming up. We have Liverpool coming up. We have Spurs, Arsenal all coming up very, very soon, guys. And these are going to be the games, in my opinion, that gets top 4 or not. But let me know what you guys think down below. Smash a like, guys. Subscribe if you're new. But anyway, guys, that's it. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.